Welcome back to Main Street Living. Danielle, Brandy, there are many kinds of heroes in our lives these days. First responders, nurses, and of course, our parents. Heroes come in all shapes and sizes.
Oh, you bet. And one group, we've all been impacted by them now, maybe our children, or certainly when we were growing up, and they have earned hero status the last couple of years, our teachers.
Yes, and I just hold a special place in my heart for those teachers who help students with special needs. And believe me when I say you're going to be inspired by Joanna Hendrix, the 2023 Santa Barbara County Teacher of the Year and a finalist for California State Teacher of the Year. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Joanna Hendrix. I teach preschool and kindergarten in the Regional Deaf Education Program for SBCEO. I teach 3, 4, 5, and 6-year-olds. All of my students are in my class because they have an eligibility of either being deaf or hard of hearing. And so I have students that use a variety of languages. Some are speaking, some are signing, and some are really at the beginning stages of language development. Doors on the bus go open and shut all through the town. Most of our students have received services from 0 to 3, but even with that, they come to me with an incomplete language foundation. And so oftentimes they come frustrated and overwhelmed with their inability to communicate. And that's not due to their deafness, it's more due to their access to language. And so here, we really are striving to make sure that everything is accessible linguistically. Our brains are equipped to take in that information auditorily or visually, and so we do it all. Say, I like to paint. Paint, that's painting, good job.
She goes above and beyond. Language for her is not just in the classroom and it's not just for her students. She involves the parents and she wants language to be as a whole. She wants parents to be as involved as they can be. And it's very hard when parents like myself that don't know the language, the stress we're dealing with in life, and she makes us part of it. She goes above and beyond.
I think that parents, that's part of why it's so beautiful that Joanna creates those relationships, because the parents trust her and she establishes that trust very early on. And she's just uber communicative. She celebrates her students' wins. Everything she does, when it comes down to it, it's just what's best for students. And she's just exceptional.
My favorite part of being a teacher, I think, would be cultivating relationships with parents and students. And those bonds and those connections that we make are really the joy for me. And that's, I think, where I thrive. That's what gives me energy.
She played a lot of roles for me and she advocated for me. She comforted me in times where I needed her, providing me that reminder that my son will be successful. And it was true.
I want my students to know that they are capable and that they are seen and heard and loved, and regardless of any disability or hearing levels, that they can be whomever they want to be. And I want them to go out into the world and know their potential and know their worth and just thrive.
Wow. And you could just tell in her students' faces looking at her how much they loved her and they loved learning.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, you can find out more about Joanna as well as the other teachers honored in this year's Salute to Teachers event on the Santa Barbara County Education Office website, sbceo.org/salute.
Absolutely. I love that Salute to Teachers event. Great one by Cox, and I can't miss. And speaking of can't miss, coming up, we're going to hear about one man's story of how he turned his tragedy into triumph.